Welcome to the City Boy Podcast, straight out of Austin. This is where we give you our takes on the latest in sports and music. I'm your boy, Jameer Godhart. I'm here with my boy, Moon Man Ed,
Yes, sir.
and we got another member of the City Boys group. Go ahead.
It's your boy Rod. Follow me on Instagram at RodTheGod35. Like, share, subscribe.
We got some fun stuff to talk to you about today. Let's dive straight into it.
Yes, sir.
NFL Divisional Round. We had some fun games. Let's start off on the AFC. Ravens versus the Texans. Tell me what y'all thought about that one.
You know, I bleed purple and black. So, fly high, LJ, Patrick McQueen, you know what I'm saying? So it was good. It was a game. It was much expected. It was a much expected game. We already knew what was going to happen. They didn't run the ball, couldn't run the ball, and that the pass game wasn't there.
So you're not surprised, though, about how good the Ravens play at all. You already knew they was going to do that.
I knew once we signed Lamar and we got it back, we was going to get back to where we was. We was going to get back to MVP Lamar. And that's what is exactly what's going on now. MVP Lamar.
I feel it. Ed, what's your take on that?
It was pretty good. Ravens dominated. On paper, the Baltimore Ravens are the best team in the NFL.
Okay.
The young Texans, they had a good run, but it's the building block for them for the future.
Of course.
It's crazy because they got. I think I said this last week, but they kind of had that cushion where they can say, "Oh, we just get them next year."
The biggest cushion I take from this is they got farther than the Cowboys.
Why you gotta throw that in there? Come on, guys. Hey,
That's tough.
fuck the
That's
Texans,
tough.
man. Fuck the Texans, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the Texans.
Hey,
man.
shout out to Devin Loudon-Stroud, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Next game in the AFC was a big one. It was the shootout that everybody wanted. Everybody talked about. Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes, round 3.
Yes, sir.
And sad to say it, but Josh Allen failed again. How y'all feel about that?
It wasn't Josh Allen's fault. Josh Allen did everything, gave everything to the game. He just needs some help. Stephon Diggs not showing up.
And 60-yard bombs
Was a
in the
negative.
fourth quarter. And he talk all that noise like he just
Trade him. Cut him. Get him out. Get him out.
I think that whenever losses like this, losing how they lost, they tend to hurt a franchise. Like, you don't know probably what direction to go in. Yeah. And you got to answer the tough questions. Like, you're paying a player like Stephon Diggs.
How much are they paying him? We got to find out.
This big money.
It's a big contract.
It's a big contract, and for him to not be 7 yards is unacceptable.
Yeah.
The whole game, 7 or whatever he had.
As a number one receiver,
Did he?
absolutely.
Yeah, that low, man. Yeah.
Hey, he just unacceptable. But like Rod said, not Josh Allen's fault. He did his thing.
He cared.
He can't carry the defense. He can't do a lot.
Have to throw the ball and run the ball. Come on, dog.
Like, yeah, man. It is what it is. But I think it's more important to understand that the Chiefs are still the team to beat in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Will Josh Allen ever get over that hump?
When they get rid of Stephon Diggs.
You think one player just toxic? He not Terrell Owens.
Hey, look,
He acting like he's T.O. or like fucking.
I'm not saying that he's just like a big time playmaker though, but they need someone else that gonna make plays. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Browns picked up Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper making plays. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's people that are receivers that are making plays and are number one receivers for their team.
It's not like he was selling all season. He
wasn't selling
he
all
had
season.
a bad game, and I understand
But
it's a bad game and an important moment.
That's like you were saying. Like that moment that he failed is what everybody's gonna see. No one care about the regular season.
Call out a potential landing spot. Where you think he should go?
He need to go probably play with his brother, but
Thank you. Hey, bring him to Big D if you can. You know what I'm saying? Team him up with CD Lamb.
Hey, no,
They can afford
not
him.
Debo, bro. Not Debo.
They can afford.
He had a better season than Debo, but anyway.
They can afford. The Cowboys can afford him.
Look, all I'm gonna say on this Stephon Diggs shit, the man was basically calling for the ball the whole season, bitching and moaning. When the time came, I need you to get these things. He didn't come through.
Fumbled.
And that's unacceptable, bro. That's unacceptable.
Now let's move to the NFC, where Moon Man's 49ers, number 1 seed, played against the Green Bay Packers.
Yes, sir.
What y'all feel about that one?
Look, the game was very sloppy. to say the least.
Sloppy.
I think it's
because it was raining. The weather.
Definitely. And I think people are starting to see that whenever it's bad weather, we're not as good. But one thing to add to this is even though Brock Purdy didn't have the best game, he still led the drive for McCaffrey to score.
Brock Purdy didn't have the best game.
He didn't have the best game. He didn't. But what matters is the win. We're on to the conference championship now, so it's time to take care of business.
I just think that y'all just got a young Jordan Love. Jordan Love was just a year or two in his career, and then 2 years really. If he was just 2 years in his career, y'all might have lost that game.
No, definitely.
Because it just his decision making is not there yet.
For sure.
He's still young.
Yeah.
But if let him been 2-3 years in that same situation,
Yeah, it'd be different.
Yeah, decision making. Like, to be honest, Jordan Love was consistently making good decisions for a game. He was for games.
Definitely.
And then last drive of your season, you made the worst decision of them all. I don't know who the fuck he was throwing to. I don't know who the fuck was over there. I do give to him that, like, when it felt like watching that game, every time the Packers had the ball, it was raining hard as fuck. But it wasn't raining like that. It wasn't raining like that when the Niners had it. But I ain't gonna be mad because, you know, God let that be. You know what I'm saying?
Like, all I'm gonna say is, like, the Packers are building something good. I think with experience like this, that's only sky's the limit for them.
Yeah, because Aaron Jones was going crazy.
Definitely,
Jones been
he's
going
healthy
all
now.
season.
Like
Well, he's staying
all
healthy,
season, he's been selling me on fantasy. But now that, like, he's good, his hamstring
I
is
think
fine
what he
now.
needed was AJ Dillon to get hurt, right?
AJ Dillon did.
He got hurt, and then I don't know if he was healthy enough for the playoff game, but I know he lost
No, he
touches.
didn't play.
But I know Jones is eating.
Yeah.
Get AJ Dillon out the way. You know what I'm saying?
But, you know, shout out to the Pack. You know, they are doing something good over there, and sky's the limit for them.
Moving on to the other NFC game, we had the Detroit Lions play against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How y'all feel about that one?
man, Austin's on Baker Mayfield. Shout out to Baker. Still a bitch, but shout out to Baker. I think he really turned the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team around. They were looking for an answer, and he gave them the answer. But is he permanently staying there? Probably not. But he was the answer for them for this season. Like, got the ball today, number one playmaker, Mike Evans. Easily. Run game trash, though. Run game absolutely doo-doo. But pass game is up there. I mean, they got people to throw the ball to,
No,
man.
definitely.
They just gotta get, they just need they needed a quarterback to get the ball to those playmakers.
Definitely. The Bucks had a good season. But you don't make that pass, man. That interception to seal the game.
The one at the end?
You don't do that, man. And on top of that, I was rewatching that home. They had a timeout. They could have called a timeout and basically, would have made Detroit run a play.
Was already down by like what? 10?
Nah, but that's the pussy mentality.
That's the
Like, nah, you
difference.
trying to win. You play till you can't.
You don't think Baker was trying to win? 3 touchdowns,
He sold.
300 passing yards.
He sold, bro, in that last
Come
play.
on, he played the whole game. The game just got kind of out of reach. Like, they had a moment where he could have tied it up. They could have still competed, and they blew it. And it was only like
Well,
2-3
to be
minutes
fair,
left.
that first interception wasn't him. It was a tip.
Yeah.
Like, what can you do?
But I don't think he sold. I think he did all he could do.
I think if you think about it like this, if we're going to say it like that was Baker Mayfield's like first time like in a good like playoff game. Like that was his first experience being in the playoffs. Like,
But he had a good playoff run.
it was just like that was like the first time. Like, first round, da 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 da.
Man, you don't remember when they played the Chiefs? They almost had the Chiefs with Henny.
They
was there, though. They was
Hey,
there.
man, the Chiefs, like you said, the Chiefs. They for the past like 2-3 years, they've been the
Shit's
team
in
to beat.
Mahomes,
They've been
yeah.
the team to beat. So it's like.
So what you think is next for Baker? If he gonna go anywhere, or is he gonna stay? Like, what y'all thinking?
North Carolina might go to Carolina and sun up Bryce Young, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, the offensive coordinator did sign as a new head coach over there. It's possible. But I think the more important question is, what the hell do you do with the Bucks? You got Mike Evans. You got Baker. You got a bunch of players.
Mike Evans is deteriorating, man. He ain't got too many more good years in him.
It's like they blew it all, like the 49ers are doing right now. They throwing a lot on the table to try to win a championship. All that shit is gonna crumble now. It was never built. It's never built. It's not built for longevity. You just hoarding players that you can't pay long term. So they gonna leave.
So what are you trying to say, bitch?
I'm saying after this year, the 49ers most likely is done because you're not gonna be able to pay all them players. You're gonna be able to keep one or two, but a lot of them players on both sides of the ball is not going. Ask the Eagles why they were so shitty this year. Because look how many defensive stalemates that they lost off of their defense after that.
I blame the Eagles' shitty season because they lost their best coordinators. They became head coaches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't think that's going to happen to the 49ers? No, you don't think
because we always lose
coordinators and people are going to get job offers?
We always have D'Amico Ryans, Robert Saleh, Mike McDaniel. They're from our coaching tree and they're thriving as head coaches, and we haven't lost a step. We have not lost a step. It's not over.
I don't know how I'm supposed to afford to re-sign all these people. Is all I gotta say.
That's what I'm saying. It's no way.
It's no way.
They're on contract, so we don't have to re-sign anybody. The only player that we might have to do this for is Brock Purdy. But even then, there's like 3 years of
Brock Purdy and Chase Young. You can't.
Chase Young can walk.
Y'all can.
Nah, we good. No.
That's not.
Y'all seen y'all run defense right now?
Yeah, we suck.
That's not a good idea.
We suck.
Better not.
You know why?
Hey, what's up?
I'm not trying to say Chase Young isn't like he hasn't been consistent, and he hasn't been consistent all year, even when he was with the Commanders. For a number 2 pick to be playing like that, it's just not acceptable. But he is on a 1-year deal. This is his last year, and like I said, we're kind of getting a 3rd round pick, a compensatory pick for doing this trade. By the way, so he can walk. It's fine. We'll get a ring. He'll get a ring, and he can walk.
You playing a lot of defense, so let's get you off the ropes right now, and let's move to the conference game.
Go ahead, yeah.
AFC Championship game, Chiefs versus the Ravens, Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes, big time Showtime versus Showtime. Who y'all got?
I think I already started. You already know I'm purple and black, dog.
Ravens fan alert. Ravens
bleed
fan
it, dog.
alert.
I bleed it, dog. 28,
hold on. He don't bleed that shit.
Come on,
He
dog.
don't bleed that shit. Look, I only hear about him and the Ravens when them niggas winning.
So let me tell you this. When we are winning, Lamar's healthy. When we're winning, I'm going to talk about it. When Lamar wasn't healthy, I ain't have nothing positive to talk about because we were struggling. We were struggling. So why am I going to sit there and be like, yeah, we lost another game? I'm going to bring that to the table every time.
But you see me. When I'm in my Cowboy stuff, we losing.
Dog, I got this. I got all the gear.
We down bad. Tony Romo back out. I'm still.
Hey,
hoorah.
Hey, where's the Cowboys from? We in Texas, right? My team in Baltimore. All I get to see is them bitch ass niggas play Cowboys, and apparently the Giants getting all these prime time spots, and they sorry. They sorry. I don't, come on.
They one of the most popular franchises.
They is, but come on, I can't. I'm not watching the games every time because they're not always on. I gotta watch it from my phone, like Gamecast or something, like point for point. And I'm like, man, who scored? And I gotta
I feel it.
Yeah.
Just to get back on track, I know you picking the Ravens. Good luck there. Who you got?
So, like I was saying earlier, Ravens are on paper the best team, but the Chiefs are the team to beat, the defending Super Bowl champions. And with that being said, I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
I feel it. I can see Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce keeping their shit going, but I also really want Lamar Jackson to get his first one. Me personally, I think I'm pulling for the Ravens on this year.
Good, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate your
Now
support.
let's go to the other side of the fence. The NFC Conference Championship. We got the Detroit Lions playing against the 49ers. Who y'all got? We already know who this man got. So I'm going to let Rod go first.
Man, that Detroit offense is looking solid, but that defense, it ain't there. So Christian McCaffrey probably gonna have a field day. I can see that happening, but I feel it's gonna be who can score last. Who's gonna score last? I think it's gonna be a field goal. I'm gonna say 49ers 21, 49ers 24, Detroit 21.
Okay, close game. And you thinking who pulling it out?
49ers gonna pull it out.
49ers are pulling it out a close one.
Close one.
All right, the floor is yours.
So, Detroit has Gibbs and Montgomery, a two good running back combo, really good. If we shut him down, that's it. No passing game, no nothing. Laporte ain't gonna get none. St. Brown ain't gonna get none. So I trust that my linebackers, Warner and Greenlaw, are gonna get in there and disrupt a lot of shit.
I disagree. Jameer, what you think, my boy?
Who I think gonna win?
Yeah, oh, man.
Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Rest up to Uncle E. I got to pull for the 49ers this
Nah, man, I respect that, man.
Got to.
Shout out to my boy, dog.
Rest up to Uncle E, man. Otherwise, it's big fuck y'all. But you know what I'm saying? I can't hate
But
on
I'm
y'all
gonna
too
go
much.
with Niners winning 31-14.
Landslide, huh?
I
Landslide,
think if you 49ers go in there and just hand the ball off. But we have seen CMC
Definitely.
tighten up, get hurt, and I think it's very well easy that he has something aggravated. Detroit Lions offense is crazy. 49ers defense is spotty. There's some potential there to get a lead on them.
Definitely.
And I feel like if you get a lead on the 49ers,
Right.
you can start pass rushing, game over.
Definitely.
But 49ers they got the pieces to later smack it down real quick and end it real quick.
Definitely. I will say this, though, just to end of the topic. We know what works. Kyle Shanahan tries to be a genius and not feed McCaffrey. He tries to pass.
Yeah.
Just stick with the game plan.
Well, if y'all got Debo, y'all can go
I
crazy.
mean, for sure, 100%. But it's still McCaffrey first. He runs. Yeah. That's what gets us going. If you don't run with McCaffrey and you're out here trying to sling it all the time, it's not going to work. We're going to struggle a little bit. It might not be as dominant as I think it's going to be, because once we start passing, the game plan just changes. So we got to just run the ball. Kyle, just stick to the plan, please.
Stick to the plan, Kyle.
Stick to the plan, please.
You'll win.
Come to play.
Super Bowl MVP predictions. Who y'all got going to the Super Bowl, and then who's going to win the Super Bowl MVP? Rod, you go first.
Lamar fucking Jackson. Lamar Jackson. If he's not this, first off, gotta be the NFL MVP for sure. And then
it was close. Dak Prescott almost got it. He almost did.
Don't talk to me about no damn Dak
But
Prescott.
go ahead.
But anyways, it's gotta be him. And then he's going to lead the team. He's going to carry the team to the promised land for the MVP. I'll 100% predict he's going to finish that game with at least 3 touchdowns. 1 rushing, 2 throwing.
Okay. Shit. How about you, Ed?
So it's going to be Niners and Chiefs for me. This will be the rematch of when we lost. But I'm going to go with Brock Purdy, MVP. 4 touchdowns.
Brock Purdy, MVP.
Yes.
Christian McCaffrey for MVP.
Christian McCaffrey, MVP.
That's if they win, because otherwise you saying your team
I would
lost.
say Brock Purdy. Fuck Brock Purdy. But I'm a Christian McCaffrey over Brock Purdy.
I'm going to throw a curveball. I think Ravens is going to win, and Odell Beckham going to get.
Shut the fuck up.
Odell Beckham
That's crazy.
he going to catch probably like.
Hey, man.
Like, look, when he won with the Rams, if he didn't get hurt, he was on pace.
He was cooking. Yeah, he was
He
cooking.
was on pace. He was on pace for a Super Bowl
Well,
MVP.
he caught the one in the back of the end zone, and that's when he fucked his shit up, right? When he caught that pass.
He didn't call it. No, he heard it like something like I think on the
He
drive.
carried, like he was like basically in the middle. He caught it, and when he was running, that's when he got
that's what
fucked.
happened. Yeah.
I
But it was after the touchdown.
It was after the touchdown, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, wrapping up the turf. We leaving the turf. We leaving the field. We heading to the hardwood floors of the NBA. It was some big major coaching changes. Former NBA champion coach Doc Rivers is now the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. Shout out to Giannis and them. You know what I'm saying? What y'all feel about that?
Man, I don't know, man. It's just like, how many championship teams is he gonna get and not succeed? You know, like, don't get me wrong, Big 3, yeah, he got it. Big 3, you know, old heads, respect. But come on, dog, like Lob City, dog, like what happened there? Like, that's when most of those players on that team is in their prime. Like, don't, you know, I know you like to disrespect Chris Paul, but at that point, Chris Paul was in his prime at that point.
In his prime of getting hurt.
No. I would say more of That's when he went to the Rockets. It was just consistent at that point.
He was getting hurt with the.
He was getting hurt with the
They
Clippers
was
too.
high. I think they was high seeded. He got hurt. I'd have just fuck Chris Paul. Go ahead.
I genuinely do not like this move at all. Kind of writing what Rod Wave is saying. Basically, the man hasn't won since 2008, and he's had numerous of championship level teams, and he cannot get it done. He cannot get it done. Now, I will give him credit though. He is an excellent defensive minded coach. He can basically structure a team with discipline and everything. He is a quality coach in that. But after so many years of not being able to overcome the hump and just get there, bro. Not even win it, just to even just step your foot into it, bro. Nah, I don't like this at all.
I like it. I think it's what they had to do because it was their only option. They needed a coach. Adrian Griffin lost touch. Apparently, he lost touch with the locker room. Wasn't doing so good. I don't think they should have ever fired Mike Budenholzer.
Definitely.
But
it was mental health. It was mental health reasons.
They had to do it for him.
For himself. Yeah. And
because apparently his brother got in a car accident and he just was out of touch with the team. So he had to fire your already championship coach that built that team. He didn't build the team, but he got them the ring. Yeah. And you had to let him go. But Doc Rivers, you needed somebody who's going to plant the flag in the ground and say, y'all niggas listen to me. You know what I'm saying? He respected. I've never heard a coach, player not respect Doc Rivers. And that's what they need. They need somebody that's going to come in there and just tell Dame and Giannis, like, listen to me.
Yeah, but that listening crap ain't going to work when it comes down to Game 7. It's like he's been in so many Game 7s, and he's basically lost all of them, bro.
He getting to Game 7.
Yeah, but who cares if you can't win?
He getting to Game 7.
How many Game 7s do we need?
That's tough still. Like, it's coaches that's getting bounced, getting swept.
Okay, and good for them, whatever.
But Doc Rivers is consistently getting to a point where
he gets there. Yes,
he almost there. Like way close. I understand he not getting over, but it's like he's right there.
Like there
you go. You get
and it's not like he hasn't gotten over that before. You're right.
Here, give him a championship ring for getting this close, man.
He got a championship ring.
Star.
He didn't get that close when he got the ring. He got a ring.
Star, bro.
He got a ring
for participation. God.
Participation medal? Is that what we doing?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
We're giving grown men participation medal?
Bro, because apparently...
I guess, he got that Raptors effect, dog. Remember years and years, Raptors were just, they tasted Eastern Conference Finals every time. They find a way to lose them every time.
Oh, man.
We're going to have to see. We're going to have to wait and see.
I just don't like this, man. I
think it's a good move. But moving on to the high scoring week. We had a high scoring week in the NBA.
Definitely.
Tons of high scoring game. We saw Karl Anthony Towns drop 63 points in the first 3 quarters and then sail in the last quarter. Then we got Embiid dropping 70. We got Luka and Devin Booker dropping 60 respectively. How do y'all feel about these high scoring games that took place this week?
I appreciate you bringing up Karl Anthony Towns, but he don't need to be talked about because it was 4 other people that went crazy and they won their games. Yeah. How you gonna go out there and drop a 60 piece and then you gonna lose it? Like that just like I'll get it wrong. Like we said, like, oh, he gave it everything he had. That's cool and all. Anthony Edwards probably could have played better. Yeah, but like. How you going to put up 60 points in 3 quarters and then you going to go in that 4th quarter and just sail your points. Ass off?
Had to be benched because at that point he was just shot checking.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, at what point is that like your leadership is in it's like, are we questioning that now? Because like, okay, yeah, you can do it, but is that going to really get us to the promised land? Like, it's just like empty. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Empty calories. At that point, it's like, oh, I'm just eating it because it tastes good. Yeah. But it ain't doing nothing.
The fact that you brought up leadership, though. Because that's something like I've always thought the Timberwolves have lacked.
Of course.
And even when they got Jimmy Butler over there, he couldn't even turn the tide there. And he had to bounce. So who is the leader in Minnesota? What y'all thinking? What you thinking,
man? Like, I'll tell you this, though. It's not Cat's team.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
So who team is it, dude?
It's Anthony Edwards.
Man, don't bring up Karl Anthony Towns when we talk about that, dog. It's just like we questioning your leadership out on the team. We 100% questioning your leadership on the team.
Trash.
Come on, that's not what a leader is. A leader is continuous. Like Kobe gonna finish scoring. Like he gonna do that. You know, Joel Embiid, yeah, he scored 70. Yeah, he gonna keep doing it though. Like it's a consistent. It's leadership.
Yes, sir.
Yep. He has certified himself as a leader.
And I think I've seen the Timberwolves always struggle with leadership. Like we saw Jimmy Butler come there, he couldn't save the day, and he got the hell up out of there. And he's the leader of the Miami Heat. So
it worked out for him.
The Timberwolves, they're having a good season, but I still don't see like who's the clear cut leader of their team.
Man, for the longest time, we all assumed it would have been Cat, right? But he's not. He's not, unfortunately. Yeah. This is Anthony Edwards' team. Everything is basically built around this man.
Young star on the rise.
Exactly.
Sure. Yeah. Young star on the rise.
But even I think he's still young and he lacks maturity. Hey, let's cut him some slack and let's keep talking about these high scoring games. I feel like personally that nobody really playing defense in the NBA. Like, because these high scoring games to me, they come up like that. Pop, pop, pop. Like somebody's always getting rewarded for scoring a career high 60, 50. And I feel like it's been like this. It's been more common in the most recent years. What's y'all take on that?
I saw Devin Booker the other night. Who were they playing? They was playing. Can't remember the team they was playing. They were up. The team was up. They was up on them, and I just watched Devin Booker just hit these open corner shots, like just open corner shots. They was playing Dallas. I just saw Devin Booker.
Dallas is already a horrible defensive team.
But it was like Dallas was up by 20 at one point. Like it was like the second or third quarter. Dallas up by 20. Yeah. And I'm watching the Suns pick them apart. Devin Booker especially. Devin Booker just out there hitting any shot. No, like you said, but I was watching Dallas not play not one lick of defense though. It was just Devin Booker rolled to the corner. Oh yeah. Rebound, I missed it. Pass it back out to him. Hit a three. And he went for like 40 plus that game. Yeah. So it's just like, yeah, you got a point. But it's just...
I think you got to be more clear on what you're trying to say. Because I don't feel like it's happening I mean, what a coincidence this week. Everyone's been going off, right? Yeah. But it's not something that occurs on the regular.
So you think it's still rare? It's still a rarity.
I think it is rare. Like Devin Booker had like 70 points that 1 year, a couple years ago. Remember that? Yeah. Now this year he has that many.
But it's just like you just kind of contradicted yourself saying a few years ago. Like it's kind of.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's rare.
He's still saying it's rare.
It's still rare. Like he's not putting like 60 plus every fucking year, you know what I'm saying? Or anything like that.
Kind of getting off topic a little bit, but I'm just like, I don't, all the old hits, but the game back in the day was a little bit more, it was more physical, but the defense aspect was played like, we don't got players like Tony Allen no more. Like, Tony Allen ain't going to go out there.
It's because
he going to go out there and lock up, though.
You got Patrick Beverly, but it's because it's hard to play defense without getting a foul called on you. We seen James Harden change the game with a rip through from the bottom. Drop, rip through, get called 10 fouls, led the lead in free throws one year, just shooting about 10 free throws a game.
That step through changed the game.
And now he complained what he had. I think he got adjusted to it now, but it was a moment where they stopped calling that shit, and he was getting frustrated because he doing his little rip through move, and they fuck that.
They deaded that.
It was like fuck that. How y'all feel about Embiid's 70 points? Now they tried to hype it like it was like career franchise record, but apparently when it's really still Wilt's record, it's just that Wilt did it in Philly. Like Wilt got the record in Philly, it just wasn't the same franchise. The Warriors was in Philadelphia at the moment, if I'm correct.
So Wilt did it in Philadelphia.
Yeah, but they trying to say since it's the Sixers organization, Embiid got the career high for the Sixers organization. Okay. But he don't got the record in Philly. It's really Wilt. So do you think he should have got all that?
Just to be clear, Wilt did it in Philly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did somebody record it? Is there video footage?
It's
a picture with him with a sign on it that say 100.
I mean, I don't know, bro. That could mean a lot of things. I can do that.
It's a picture.
LA Fitness right now, bro. 100 points, you know what I'm saying? Like that, bro.
100%. So is Embiid the most dominant big man in the league right now.
Embiid is showing stints of OG centers, original centers, what centers really were, and I'm liking it. I'm liking the little
Yeah,
fade.
he is out there fucking up my boy.
I'm liking the jumps hooks. I'm liking it. It's exciting. It's fun to watch. As a player that played in the post, I enjoy seeing that because I enjoyed watching Shaq. I love Shaq. Definitely. So when I was looking at him, I ain't comparing him to Shaq but the way he was doing them in the post, the physicality, the finesse, was untouchable.
Definitely. I feel like he's the last of its kind. No one's really doing what Embiid's doing right now. A couple of weeks ago, we were talking about MVP races, right?
Yeah.
Embiid's number one right now for MVP.
I think
Definitely.
I think it was James Harden getting out of there that really helped him like open up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it brought like a camaraderie back to their team, brought a togetherness back to the team.
Yeah.
James Harden, like right now, he having that with the Clippers, to be honest, but like before that, he was just a distraction. Maybe he just wasn't happy. He came so prima donna, so superstar like. He got to be in that city where he can go have his fun.
I think that chemistry he already made with Westbrook, I think that's helping him. Because I think Westbrook is really honestly keeping him humble. Because he was like, man, Westbrook really big,
he really could start. Could start.
Yeah.
And they got him on the bench. Yeah.
But I think Westbrook really like humbled him. Was like, hey, chill out, dog. I remember when you wasn't nobody when we was on OKC, and now you know what I'm saying, you got too big headed. Like let me sit you down, young man.
I feel like he was the reason why they don't beat the Spurs. Oh my God, they didn't beat the Heat. I'm sorry.
Who? Russ?
No, James Harden.
No, I think it was just time for LeBron to get one.
Nah, fuck that.
It was just time. It was just time for LeBron to get one.
Nah, he could have.
You can't. He already. It was mental. He knew he blew it the year before with the Mavs.
You know what's sad though? The Spurs really could have won 3 in a row, bro. They lost to OKC, and then the next year they lost to the Heat.
Yeah. Well, we got one of them. I got to see it with my own eyes. I got to see it. You know what I'm saying? I got to see it. You see your Bulls championship?
Nah.
Yeah, I got to see it with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? A few of them.
I mean, I've seen some on YouTube, but it's not. It don't hit the same, right?
Hey, let's go to the trade talks in the NBA. A big trade went down. Terry Rozier went to the Heat in exchange for Kyle Lowry and I think a 2027 first round pick. How y'all feel about that?
Man, Kyle Lowry is, he knows his last leg, dog.
Last leg? Like, you sound like a dying dog.
It sound like a dying animal, but it's to that point, man. It's like, man, the game has evolved. It's like these guards are bigger now. And the small, little sneaky little guard, that ain't really working no more. And then he's not aging gracefully. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He looks like he got bad knees, man.
It's like he's good. He's doing good enough, but good enough ain't gonna win no championship. Good enough is not a leader. So they brought him over there to help out the young team because the Charlotte Hornets are very young team. Yeah. So they needed some veteran leadership in there, and I think he bringing that to them.
Definitely. No, I agree with what Rodway was saying. Same thing. He's just collecting a check, bro. You got your championship ring. You know what I'm saying? He has a big contract.
Yeah.
Like he's just collecting the money and warming up the bench.
Because next season, he getting the veteran minimum off rip. I promise you.
Yeah.
Next season, once his contract deal is over, he's getting the veteran minimum. Easy.
Definitely.
No doubt about it. No 100%. Fighting.
Yeah. I like it. I think that he got a bucket. They needed that. They need somebody to supply some kind of scoring. In like clutch moments, Tyler Hero, he get hurt and then sell him like last year in the playoffs.
Man, that sucks about the Heat. Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, and all these guys because they have a good rotation. It's not like they don't. They got a good roster.
Stay healthy.
They just be selling all the time. Like something's always going on with them.
But they got a colored boy over there now. Terry Rozier. He averages about 23 points. He is a bucket. That's higher than Jaylen Brown.
Very high motor.
He can get a bucket for him.
That's the only thing. I mean, when I look at the Heat, the only thing that I feel like might be wrong would probably be Bam. you know, selling sometimes.
Bro, I don't get. I mean, back to like that size thing. It's like, you know, yeah, he is an undersized post, but I'm just like, bro, ain't no way you should be grabbing 5 boards at the power forward. Like,
Yeah.
I put a bet on him over 12 rebounds, bro. He got 5. I said, come on, dog.
But look, think about this. He playing the 5 most of the time, right?
Right.
Look at the other 5s in the Eastern Conference.
No, facts.
Embiid, Giannis, even the Bucks got Brook Lopez too, which is a 7-footer. He going against some big boys, and you know what I'm saying. And that's at the top of the conference. Oh, I didn't even mention Porzingis, 7 foot, 2-1? Like, come on. You got to be able to jump. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Porzingis can jump.
Nah, it's
Porzingis tall. It don't matter.
It don't
He can
matter
jump
how high.
tall.
You know what I'm saying? When you 7 foot, you 7 foot with like almost an 8 foot wingspan. All you gotta do is put your arms.
You see him play defense? Like Porzingis, he don't even really lock up. He just swatting that shit.
So okay, so you
Get that shit up out of here.
you post up Bam and Porzingis. Who's gonna win that battle?
Porzingis.
Nah, man.
It's just like
Yes,
it's just
he
like you
is,
gotta think
man.
about it like this. Like, don't get me wrong, Bam is a very athletic person.
Yes.
But it's like Dirk Nowitzki, man. Like, I'm not comparing Porzingis to Dirk Nowitzki, but Dirk Nowitzki, he did some athletic things without even really jumping. It was just like, because his arms was so long.
He was built
Homeboy
differently,
shooting
bro.
back here. He's shooting from the back of his head.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody blocking
Yeah,
that.
he was built differently, bro.
It's just that length and that height does make a major difference.
But back to my point, the only thing that's might be sus about the Heat would probably be just Bam. But we'll see how it plays out. But
You don't really trust him then, huh?
I mean, they went to the finals last year.
Went to the finals twice since.
You know, they did. But he's been just inconsistent this year. He hasn't. I mean, honestly, the whole Heat roster has been
I
inconsistent.
mean, Jimmy been hurt.
We
like,
just seen that. We just seen that, and then they always put it together at the end.
For sure.
Jimmy G comes alive in the playoffs. That's all I gotta say. Regular season Jimmy's all right, but playoffs Jimmy is something
It's different, yeah.
Something different.
Shout out to him though,
Jimmy
man.
Buckets.
Jimmy
Yeah.
G buckets. And the G is forgets.
I feel it. Keeping on with the trade talks, I heard a rumor that the Lakers are trying to make a bigger move than what we talked about before with DeJounte Murray. I heard they trying to go for a superstar. I don't know what the package looked like, but the names that was mentioned, Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, they not shooting low. They shooting for the stars.
They got a chance with Donovan Mitchell.
You think they got a chance with Donovan Mitchell?
I don't feel like Atlanta gonna let Trae Young go without like a fight. They're gonna have to pry. They're gonna have to pry for Trae Young.
Yeah, they might want Reeves for Trae Young and a couple of first round picks.
They're gonna have to give up. They're gonna have to give up something. Like Lakers gonna have to really give up some ass for them to get
But
Trae
even
Young.
then, dude-
But I think Cleveland is ready to part ways with Donovan Mitchell because it's just like they thought it was his dude, but I don't think it's really working for him. And I mean, I really think they wait on Darius Garland and kind of get right because I feel like that's what they feel is their future is Darius Garland.
Yeah. And that's a sad case.
I think he's a
man.
little bit younger
It's a
than
sad
Donovan Mitchell. I might be capping,
Just
but
a little bit,
Just a little
not
bit,
much, but a little bit. But I think
you got more time with him.
He got more time. They got more time with Darius Garland. They just need him to get healthy.
I just feel like the overall picture of the Lakers state, you're trying to go all in to compete because they're not winning.
Yeah, they're not winning.
They're not going to win. So why are you going to risk your future assets as far as first round picks and whatnot to get? Don't get me wrong. Trae Young is an all-star, but it's not like he's the guy.
He's
you
not
feel me?
like
he's not the man.
I think the Hawks are kind of in realization that he not really like they franchise piece. Like you don't want him to be your franchise. He not that good, but he is good. I think the Hawks should just tear the house down. I personally think tear the house down, get rid of DeJounte and Trae Young.
But like if I am the Hawks and you're gonna give me this buffet, hey, give it to me. You know what I'm saying? Give me everything.
Yeah.
I want the wings. I want the bacon. I want everything.
Yeah,
Unlimited
they
refills.
should
I
look.
want unlimited refills.
The Utah Jazz and the Oklahoma City Thunder has mapped out the plan. If you go, you can collect a stockpile
planned, yeah.
of draft picks, and your team, you just keep picking them, and you will build a team of young talent that will mature together and formulate what we seeing right now. OKC.
Yes.
I think, OKC is looking fantastic.
Yeah, and like I was saying, like Utah Jazz, they up next.
What it do? 512. It's your boy Tay, one of the hottest rappers in the city. I got a show for you guys this weekend at the Crew, 4 p.m. I need y'all, all my family, fans, and friends to pop out, rock out with your boy. I will also be doing my first episode on the City Boys podcast next week. Y'all tune in. There's going to be a lot of music and vibes. It's one that you're not going to want to miss. So tune in.
That was our boy Tay. He got a show this Sunday, and he also, if y'all didn't know, he gonna be performing South by Southwest. Speaking of South by Southwest, that is a big event in our city, Austin, Texas, what we proclaim to be the live music city capital. So, I want y'all to share with the people, especially with the viewers that ain't never experienced South by Southwest before, a memory that y'all have of the event.
Man, I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Y'all non-Texas that's never been to South by Southwest. South by Southwest is an experience. It's like
It is.
you get to be on stage. I mean, not on stage, but you get to be in the streets, walking down 36, the most famous street in Austin, and you get to be next to those guys. Little Yachty, you get to be next to the Baby was down here one year. You get to be next to those guys. And Megan Thee Stallions and stuff like that. You get to be around those people, like next to them, like as close as me and Moon Man are. And you get to just be next to them, and that's something that a concert could never give you. Yeah, you get to see them on stage, but imagine actually walking the same street as them. It's like nostalgia. It's nostalgic. It's the biggest. It's like one of the biggest events in Austin, other than ACL, of course.
Yeah, definitely. There's something special about South by Southwest, and it's really, you can't really put it into words. You just have to live it.
So what's your favorite memory, Moon Man?
So my first ever South by Southwest, this was now back in high school.
Yeah.
I was like 16 years old, you know what I'm saying? I'm a youngin', but I was a tall motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, for my age. But we was trying to get in a couple of spots, bro. But since we were minors, I was always straight up. I was a good kid. I'm a good citizen. Always go by the book. Hey, I'm 6. We 16. My crew like, hey, we 16, but we trying to get in. You know, they're like, we can't let you in, bro. I'm sorry. And it wasn't until literally the last fucking thing. It was the MTV Woody Awards, and man, Machine Gun Kelly, before he became irrelevant, was playing, and it had a good old little lineup to close the show. And I come up to the security guard like, yo, bro, y'all letting people in? Like, yeah, just need to see an ID. And I'm like, bro, I'm 16. And the security guard, bro, he just looks twice. Come on.
Put you in,
Like,
bro. Put
and
you
then
on.
I'm like, yo, but I got like 4 more.
Put
Yeah,
you
come
in
on.
the
Come on. And
And-
you give me the wristband, and we was in there, bro.
I mean, I could say I had a similar experience. It was like I went to the Woodies too. I can't remember exactly what year it was, but I remember, we waited in the line at the Austin American Statesman. Like, we waited in a long line just sitting there. Finally got in. When we got in, they handed us drink vouchers. They handed us food vouchers. So we getting free food, free drinks. And, of course, we brought, the drug of choice. We was out there,
Yeah.
Chief Keefing it out there. And it was just like, it was the rise of Dram. Y'all remember Dram, rolling up my broccoli. Like, that summer was crazy. So it was him. Little Yachty had just taken off. And then, young M.A. came out there. So everybody, ooh.
Yeah, I feel it. Look, honestly, man, all I've experienced at South by Southwest is walking the streets, the chaotic streets. Tons of people, packed as hell. I have never got to go to a show. So I probably need to put that on my bucket list. I need to go to a show for South by Southwest this year because I just need to do that. But I do got a memory with one celebrity, one person, and he Instagram celebrity, so I don't even know if he really count. Fat Boy SSC was walking Dirty Six, and I clearly seen this man, and that just I was a follower. I was liking this shit, laughing at this shit every single day, and I looked over there. I was like, "That's Fat Boy SSC." Man, that was just like you said. It's a feeling like not starstruck, but it's kind of like, wow, I'm walking the same block.
Like you don't forget your first time. You don't forget it because
he talking about bang bang ski ski.
I mean, That too. That too. But anyway, you don't forget your first time at ACL. I'm at ACL, South by Southwest. Because literally, that same week, man, they had a 5 a.m. show, bro, that was hosted by Monster Energy. I was in that bitch, bro. I was waiting in line at 3 just to get in at 5.
Hey, look, man, you gotta. It's like, and it's not just about the music, man. They also give out. It's a lot of giveaways, and I remember one year they was giving out free haircuts. But you know, it was some
Free haircuts.
They was giving out haircuts, but there was some dudes out there I wouldn't trust with. You know, I wouldn't
Like,
trust my
what's that
life
name?
with.
Like Vic Blends.
Yeah, big bro. It was just like they had a show. It was crazy. It was like it was a Mountain Dew blackout. It was like Mountain Dew blackout had came out. So they giving out free Mountain Dew blackouts, and they got a little barbershop set up. Homeboys like, hey, y'all come get a cut. It's free. Wow. Handing out free haircuts, free soda. Like the opportunities for their marketing schemes are like out there. Like I remember one year they was giving out the Mophie charger blocks. You know how expensive those Mophie charging blocks are? Yeah. Hundreds of dollars. But they was giving them out for free. Here you go. Here you go. Cases, battery packs, like they giving them out.
It's crazy you say marketing scheme because, hey, that means that give us even more of a reason to go out there. The City Boys is going to be on the block South by Southwest. We're going to be wearing these shirts, these fly-ass shirts, and we just want to tap in with y'all. So if y'all see us out there, hey, give us a holler for real because we doing this for you. Man, South by Southwest, that's going to be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. It's spring break. Everyone's going to basically want to get loose. So it's going to be a good time.
We need to make like a coin of phrase or something, kind of like Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in South by
on the 6th, stay
on the 6th. Facts. What happens on the 6th, stay on the 6th. You know what I'm saying?
Straight like that.
Straight like that.
Yes, sir.
That'll do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you're on podcast, thank you for listening. We're growing. We're gaining subscribers. We're gaining followers. And we're doing this for you. So if you liked any part of this, please like, comment, and subscribe. We want you to chime in so we can continue to improve and make this better so we can give you quality content.
This is episode 3.
Yeah.
We got 1 million to go.
Ride to God. Check it out.
City Boys, we out.
Yes, sir.